let's see how Eric is gonna make this change that
Ye-
Megan is asking of him now.
Yeah, let's see how just how good your modeling skills are, Eric.
Yeah, we'll put those to the test. So Eric's now working on a completely different. I mean, you saw how busy Eric's schedule
Yeah,
was.
he had a lot of tasks.
A lot of
He's a busy guy.
tasks. He's in a completely different thing. He's actually on. He's working in XDesign right now, which is completely cloud based. And this is just a little something, something, he just whipped up, but nothing, no big deal. But he sees the issue, and he gets access, or he gets a notification right away
Yeah,
that
it
he
looks
can
like you
click
got
on. The reason
two.
why there's two,
Yeah, why is that?
yeah, it's because Eric's also the owner on the model itself. So that's why he would get. So if you were the owner
Oh,
of the actual the product or the physical product itself, then you'll get an extra notification. But he just so happens to the one to be also managing this issue. So that's why he gets
so
two.
that makes sense. So it seems like so if you're the owner of a model, you want to know when issues are arisen on that,
Right.
but you also want to get a notification if like if the issue is assigned to you. So he gets
Right.
one because he's assigned, and then one because he's the owner. Then, right?
Exactly. You
Okay,
are exactly
I
right.
see now.
Yeah. So Eric's going to click on this notification because, I mean, he just can't fathom that he made any sort of mistake. He's just like, what? I don't think so. I don't think so. And when he does this, this launches issue management. And Eric could simply continue to work from, just this launched app right here, but he can also has the option to pin this to his dashboard. And that is really if in the future, I guess, if somebody else sends him a notification, he could simply just pin this dashboard and then he can come back to it later. So this opens up a dialog box where Eric is now going to select which tab he'd like it to be on, which makes sense that he adds it to the issue management tab. So obviously you could see all of his issues. He's pretty on top of his stuff, so he's only got one issue in there. And he knows he's going to need to do some work on this, so he could just move it in work. And this gives a notification to Megan that it acknowledges the fact that he has received that notification, and it gives Megan a notification letting her know that he actually started working on it. So we can also explore the attachments here because he's still looking for more details, and he actually sees that this is the markup that Megan just made. So he can launch this again without having to explore or search for any apps. He launches this right away, and it's as if they were together because this is the exact view that Megan was looking at. And if he wanted to be 100% certain, he can view this in a PowerPoint view.
Oh,
So it's
nice
or
presentation.
presentation mode. So it's kind of
Sweet.
like a PowerPoint, right? Slideshow
Yeah.
where he's just can move back and forth between both of them. So he needs to make that 33. And he needs to change this to fillets. There's really no room for misinterpretation here. He won't make this mistake again now because Megan let him know on the 3D Experience platform. So right from within here, he can actually see the items that this was reported against. So he'll launch this data right from here. Because remember, he's now working on the platform. He's no longer working in 3D Experience SolidWorks, but he can launch 3D Experience SolidWorks right from the platform. So we'll just kind of fade to there, and we can hide our yoke again. And
Yeah.
we can actually just edit the component that needs to be edited right in context of the assembly. It's just as simple as adding or changing one dimension, and in the same little window here, we can also change those from chamfers to fillets. He's done with this one, but what about the inner wall that houses that shaft? The other component. Well, we got to edit that too. So it's pretty easy to do that as well. And it's just a matter again of changing a sketch dimension.
Wow, you're making this look a little too easy,
Yeah, I
Eric,
mean,
you
there's
know?
really no design challenge that anybody's going to throw at me. And,
I mean, if I knew it'd be this easy, I would have pointed out a lot more stuff I didn't like, but
Yeah. All right. Well, maybe that'll be
no, sorry,
another one.
Megan is. Not me, not me.
Yeah.
I'd never do
Oh,
that.
Megan, of course, of course. It's just Megan. So yeah, he toggles that back to the display state, and again, he can give this a save. And once he saves this, it's gotta save all of the configurations and everything. So all the configurations of the bolt and everything, it's going to save up to the cloud. There's the
Right.
open jaws configuration that he has.
Nice.
So once that's entirely saved, again, this is going to be now updated absolutely everywhere. So for example, when he goes back into issue management and launches from his favorites, issue management, and Megan goes to look at his work, she can open up the model, again, an updated model right from within issue management if she wanted to, and everything is up to date. So he doesn't need to reattach anything. That's
Wow. So
exactly what he's going to do. He's going to launch the platform again.
wow. So it looks like it's really easy for you to just like jump between like desktop and the browser, huh? Like
Yeah.
seems
Yeah,
pretty
it's really
simple.
easy to jump between desktop and the browser. And, if you have two monitors too, it makes it really, really
Yeah,
simple. And,
I bet.
you know, all that's left for Eric to do is just open up and, issue management and move this into an approval.
Right.
He can't move it into completed because Megan's got to
Right.
complete
She's
the
got to
issue.
approve it, right?
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right,
But
let's
I can let Megan know now that I've completed the changes that she's asked me to make, and I'd say it's an urgent notification. I'd say I did that in a pretty urgent manner.
yeah,
So
I'd say so. And the great thing, one of the things I love about this too, is that say you weren't able to put it in approval, like you ran into some issues, you could just like comment right on the issue, right?
yeah,
Like and just communicate with Megan through that.
exactly. There are so many different ways to communicate. It just really makes it easy to you know and it also makes it really hard not like to mess things up, like we're not worrying about like managing a bunch of different email threads.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I think at this point the ball is kind of in
Yeah, it's
Megan's court.
definitely back in Megan's
So
court.